So, if you guys are surprised with the developments, I'd have to say I'm not. I've been uh, barking up this eventuality uh, since the first rooster woke up this morning. And I know that rooster personally. And I can safely tell that I was earlier than that rooster. Um 135 for 5, still trailed by what? 65 plus 17, 82. That was some quick math. I'm aware of that. Don't get intimidated. It's all going to be fine. Bowling to the number 2 batsman on the planet, ranked batsman, although the ICC rankings are an absolute farce, just like Vijay Mallya's deportation. And that's full Jasprit Durgolan, and that's whipped driven. All wrists, and he just goes for it with powerful wrists. Nice transfer into the ball, transfer of weight into the ball, and blown by past cover. So a good old-fashioned thumpy drive to begin proceedings after lunch. It was interesting to hear Sanjay Bangar and VVS Lakshman talk. There's a little bit of sun out as well. Damn, there are some desi dudes playing Halloween in the stand, and very, very tightly defended there by Grandhome. 144 clicks by Bumrah. I think that might have been the fastest ball of the game as well. I know the New Zealand innings, the fastest ball was by Kyle Jamieson, 140. But this is 144, and India's average speed has been significantly higher than the New Zealand pacers. So 2 slips and a wideish third slip. And he goes for it, but then he just inside it onto his thigh pad instead. It just sat up for him, it looked like, for a slog pullish stroke over mid-wicket. But he goes with heavy hands into that stroke and manages just an inside edge. That was right from the Kieron Pollard manual of batting. But not in the Kieron Pollard manual of efficiency. Bumrah to Grandhome. 4th ball of the over. And full on off, and this dug out with strong hands again by Grandhome. Strong wrists, and will just go to mid-off. No run. Richard Illingworth has been around for 55 tests. I'm curious to see how many tests Michael Goff, 20th test. Thought as much. Richard Illingworth, former off-spinner, county legend, and played about 7 tests for England. Always got confused between Ray Illingworth and Richard Illingworth. I know Ray Illingworth is a certified England legend. So this is interesting because Grandhome he doesn't want to adopt the hey, let's stick it out life. He wants to, chip away at the lead like a African squirrel, because African squirrels just tend to be that much more, jumpy and active, and they just get things faster done for themselves. Bumrah last over the ball, and that's well left. Coming into Grandhome, but a bit too wide. Saw the line early. Committed to the leave, and good leave in the end. So that's what I think I kept talking about, how test matches are decided based on bowlers' lengths. Honestly, you get those lengths right, and then it makes life miserable, because the idea of test cricket is you bat long, but you can't bat long when the ball is in a length where you don't know whether to get forward or go back. Anyway, interesting chatter between Bangar and Lakshman before lunch, before the start of play. So Bangar said he suspects that because the new ball is 8 overs from now, I would bowl a spinner from the other end so that the fast bowlers remain fresh when the new ball comes. And then BVS Lakshman said, yeah. Oh my God, Bangar is right. Bangar is right. Sanjay Bangar, he knows his Kohli. But VVS Lakshman said that he would not bowl a spinner because it's still aiding the fast bowlers and it's not like it's fucking hot or humid so for the bowlers to tire out. So I'll just keep going with the fast bowler. I wouldn't worry about what happens 8 overs from now. I'll try to get 1 wicket right away. I liked this guy's approach. VVS Lakshman approach more. It was more attacking. And they've gone with Jaddu, not even Ashwin. I would have gone at least with Ashwin if I had to bowl a spinner. Interesting. I think this is where Virat thinks a bit too much and arrives at a decision. I don't know. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Don't you think they should have either continued with the fast bowler, saved one fast bowler for the new ball, and have one continue? But it's still 8 overs is still quite a few overs, right? But if divided between three fast bowlers, that's not much. That's just like 2.5 to about 3 overs. But still, that's half a spell. Interesting. So I think a decision of the mind pervaded the decision for heart over here. So I would like to know, what would you have done if you were Virat Kohli? Jadeja, fairly economical this over. Jadeja is, Jadeja is basically doing this, bowling quick ones. And is that a no ball? Yes, that will be a no ball, sir. No, what? That was a no ball. Why didn't they call it? Kane Williamson, he just is a master of playing Jadeja because he never plays for the turn. Gets to the pitch of the ball always, more often than not, and works it with the arm. Jadeja just needs a little bit off the surface to completely, because see, Jadeja gives it a really good rip, but he doesn't give it enough time to grip. So although he gives it a really nice rip, because of the trajectory, often it doesn't spin as much as it can if he just slows it down a bit or gives it a little more air. But having said that, Jadeja loses shape, like if he tries to bowl a little bit loopy. If he tries to bowl, he loses a little bit of his action. So this is national. He does have a good change of pace, but considering this is his first over, just wanted to land 6 balls on a spot with that comfortable 90 plus speed, 90 kilometers an hour speed. Bumrah it will be from the other end, and that's been skied. That's been attempted to be pulled, and that's skied into no man's land. Colin de Grandhomme attempted something similar the last over, but instead that was an inside edge, and this was a untimed sky pull shot. Just lobbed up high in the air, had some legs to it, and that's why it beat Ashwin at mid wicket, or at mid on rather. Is it rather or rather? I'm not too sure. But CDG's intent has been stamped. Mel Gibson is playing Patriot right now. Oof, hurried him a bit. Takes the inner half of the blade and just kind of nudged to mid-wicket for a quick single. And Williamson has paced himself along to 21 from 115 balls. So not the Not the most Hot Wheelish start, but quick by some standards. 3 slips in place. Bumrah to Kane Williamson, and that's short of a length. And again, just dropped by Kane Williamson in front of him, just beside him. Dravid was a really good exponent of that shot amongst many other shots, but he liked when the ball suddenly nipped back from short of a length. He was very good at just using his top hand and guiding it into the floor. Yeah. Bumrah yet to pick up a wicket so far. Whoa, that was a good ball in the channel. Kicked off a bit after pitching, and Williamson with a Steven Smith-esque like leave, just in terms of energy, not in terms of style, but just in terms of no run. Jasprit Bumrah. It's funny how at the end of his action, both his arms collide. That's crazy. They're almost at the same. Yeah, they're almost on collision path. Well played there by Williamson, right underneath his eyes, in front of the wicket. And what this test match is on. Oh yeah, it's on. Three slips in place. That's full, and that takes the inner half of the blade and just trickles to mid-on. And yup, we are in for a battle royale over here. That's for sure. That is for sure. Let's discuss some quick news as well. So apparently, there's a video which is it's a Sadhguru video. How Sadhguru helped Everton beat Liverpool. If you guys want me to share the link, please let me know. But I'm very curious. I'm very curious how Sadhguru helped Everton beat Liverpool. Whoa, that just goes with the arm. Grandholm just works it on the back foot to mid-wicket. No run. It's still Jadeja from the other end. I would have actually tried Ashwin, honestly. Because why won't you just go attack from both ends? Like, I would bowl Jadeja in the second innings. I wouldn't really bowl him in the first innings. I mean, what value are you getting from it, honestly? Like, I would definitely bowl Jadeja in the second innings when it's a little drier, when it's just a little more. There are more miles. It has more miles to it. But yeah, how Sadhguru helped Everton beat Liverpool. Now that's a story. That's a story for the ages. Worked on the back foot comfortably by Grandholm, by Mel Gibson, by old Mel Gibby. Melanie B is actually a hot Spice Girls member, isn't it? Jadeja full on off and driven back to the bowler. Grandholm with a heavy bottom hand. It's all power. It's all power. Unlike the Bestcom, it's all power from Colin D. Grandholm. What a name also to boot. Like it just fits the stature. It's a very compelling name, Colin D. Grandholm. Yeah. And now that he's Mel Gibson, it suits him even more. It's a very advanced and respectful name. So is the pavilion here. It's called Rod Gransgrove. Wow, nothing like a good name, huh? Just makes you feel the right amount of insignificant. If you hear a name like Colin de Grandhomme, who the fuck are you? And no one. Bumrah to Williamson, and that's full outside off. Driven, actually not driven, just pushed to point. Wouldn't even call that a push, actually. It was just a nice, easy, late front foot defense. We've lost exactly 4 full sessions of play in it. Yesterday. Yeah, we've lost. Thank God for the reserve day. Actually, they should have just done 2 reserve days. I don't know what they would have lost, honestly. Bumrah to Williamson. Plays it off the back foot. No run. Bumrah has touched about 144. Yeah. How Sadhguru influenced Merseyside, dude. I think that'll be the most epic video of all time. I can't wait to see it. Bumrah to Williamson. 3 slips in place. And that's again very good length. But a touch short, which allowed Williamson to defend it off the back foot. Williamson has just zero intent to score. I can't quite understand this strategy. It's not befitting of a final. Kane Williamson has to understand that now it's time to shift. Having said that, this man can like grind himself to 21 of 200 and then suddenly pick up pace, and then suddenly the runs start coming from nowhere. Oof, that's another level of batsmanship, wherein you can go at Ramesh Pawar's pace for an eternity and then suddenly, channel a Dhoni. Actually, having said that, not Dhoni, channel a Pandya. Just suddenly start making things happen. And Kane Williamson has done that. So, but just get the sense from a body language perspective that he's anxiously behaving this way. He's anxiously and very consciously trying to be in a shell, which is what is troubling. Somewhere 3 slips in place, squares him up there, and that'll run between third slip and gully. They'll pick up 1, I guess. They pick up 2. Kane Williamson comes back for the second. And it's 149 for 5. Bumrah to bowl the last over. Jasprit Bumrah to Williamson. 3 slips in place. And that's solidly behind that. Short of length. And that'll be that. So the new ball is about what? 3 overs away. 3 overs away. We're 3 overs away from the new ball. Ravindra Jadeja to Colin de Grandhomme. And he tries to drive, and the length isn't there, takes the thick inside edge and rolls along to long on. There's a long on in place. Wow. I didn't expect a long on to be in place, to be honest. Jadeja now into his 3rd over. He's bowled just like Jadeja would on an unhelpful wicket for him. Fast, on a fullish, good lengthish area. Oh, well bowled there. Didn't give Williamson the length. Williamson charging down the track. Drops it just that bit short and forces Williamson to defend. Actually, Could be the case of Williamson just coming down to not exact. Oh, is that out? That's out. What the hell happened there? Williamson cuts, but cuts very late. It was not that short to cut, and goes through Rishabh Pant. Gets some serious bounce from it. Not all that short for the cut shot, but he still goes for it. Just misses the outside edge by a blade, by a Italian mafioso razor blade that they use for garlic. Slip in place, drops it short, just works it to a short mid wicket, no run. But wow, Jadeja getting some purchase now, just bowling that a little bit slower and making it grip a little bit more. So that's the key for spinners on this track. You bowl it a little slow, you're going to get something. You bowl it fast. This is not like the Ahmedabad track where you bowl fast and it'll still turn a long way. Here, if you give it the amount of air that it deserves, then it'll grip and do all those lovely things. Dip and bounce. Cuts it late this time and it goes to Gully. Shubman Gill makes a... Not Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill makes a diving stop. Pushes him on the back foot. Does Jadeja with a quick one to Grandhome. No run. That'll be end of the over. 2 overs now left for the new ball. Who would you want to see take the first ball of the new ball? Ishant Sharma for me. For me, it's Ishant Sharma. How would you approach taking Mel Gibson? That's easier. Once you take a brute mentality on this wicket, half the battle is won. Because you can't chance your arm in this wicket. It's just not that kind of wicket. It's not easy paced. There's always something happening off the wicket. You chance your arm maybe 4 or 5 times maximum. You can get 20, but you can't do anything more than that. So actually, his brute mentality is going to probably cause his downfall. Bumrah to Williamson. Plays it from the crease, just works it to mid-on. Mohammad Swami. As we see, absolute dream delivery to Watling. I'm calling it the World Test Championship's best delivery was to Watling. Unreal. That's for the 30 years from now highlight reel. Remember that ball. My God. I wish they showed the rolling slow picture again and again. They didn't show it enough times. I didn't see it even once. They should have given that vision, that bowling arm vision. I wanted to see it again, how it pitched and straightened. But in real time, it was intense. It was fucking top. That if that was not a shot in the arm, then I don't know what would be. Like there can't be a bigger shot in the arm than that. Williamson, Bumrah to Williamson. Third ball of the over, and that's just drop dead defense there. Short of length is coming back into Williamson. Williamson playing it deep in the crease and just offers a placid dead bat. Oof. Williamson is just an artist when it comes to lane defense. An absolute artist. Rahul Dravid was an artist too. But Williamson just has that, I think, a split second more time. It's just a split. It's not even noticeable, but just a little more time. Defends it again. Late beside his body. No run. My God, this strike rate is just, I wouldn't say shocking. I would say shocking actually. Because I'd be surprised if it was like 25 of 75, 80. But this is a strategy that I'm not a fan of. As a complete neutral, I don't think this is the right approach by Williamson. Obviously, you can go ahead and prove all of us wrong. First slip, second slip, and a wide gully. Oof, very well played again. Right underneath his eyes. That was a foolish delivery. Chose to play from the crease itself. Accounted for the straightening. And again, a dead bad defense. Bumrah should just get it that touch fuller. And maybe a little straighter towards the stumps. Because if it grips and just goes a centimeter inside, then there's a good chance of of an LBW or a bold. Because suddenly you're committing him to play a shot down the ground. Oof, again, mental defense, absolute mental defense. It's like a rich person's gate. Just no way through it. Unless you're a man who's ready for prison. So I think the new ball is just an over away. It's 5 balls away, I think. Is it? I can't really tell. Yeah, just 1 over away. And we'll be through to the new Duke. Although you have to understand that the Duke's ball doesn't really wear out to a level where you're desperate for the new ball. The Duke's ball can go on longer than at a very good shape and color than any other international ball, primarily because of the general feel of England cricket grounds of surface. It's a little softer, a little more lush, so it just maintains the ball. A lot more moisture. Jas Patel and I want to say Tom Blundell. Is that Tom Blundell? Ready for a thigh to walk across and give them a massage. But aren't they supposed to be like the subs for the game? They don't look ready for anything. They're just in a zone of their own. Jadeja to Kane fires that one in and punched off the back foot to point. This is the last few deliveries before the new ball. So I would go Ishant, as I said, any day. Definitely, Defoe's going Ishant. For the new ball. Fires that one again. Comfortably played off the back foot. Does Williamson. Has now steadily moved to 24 of 138. Note that down. Somewhere. Anywhere. Full on middle. And just work to mid wicket for no run with some wrists. And it's new ball time. Damn, man, why did they have to cut to an ad? I was looking forward to seeing the entire process of them looking through the ball set and picking a ball. I'm sure the captain does get to decide, right? The bowlers get to see a bunch of balls and then decide, right? Am I crazy? Isn't that the practice? Or not? That's not the practice, huh? I'm confused. The bowlers definitely get to see a bunch of balls, right? Before they pick the new ball. At least that's what I'm pretty sure of that, yeah. Why are they showing so many ads? I just want to see the process of them picking the new cherry. Yeah, I am a douchebag. I call the ball a cherry. Yeah. Oh, it's Mohammad Swami. I was hoping for Ishi, but it's Mohammad Swami. I think Ishi will be from the other end. Yeah. But good, man. Mohammad Swami is your man. So might as well give him the confidence in saying, Le bhai, tu hi hamara hero hai. Le Ashkar. And he's bowling to Mel Gibson. Melly boy. Swami to Melly. 3 slips. Oh, and that's gone. Oh, no. I don't know how. This is crazy. I'm watching it on mute. And I still heard an edge. But obviously, there was no edge. It was something else. I wanted to be an edge. So my brain tricked itself to hearing an edge, maybe. It's obviously on mute. Shit, fuck. Okay. Yeah, this is what I meant. I think Kabir asked what why about yeah. This is how I said Colin de Grandhomme's brute mentality will cause his demise. Guides that one past uh, gully. I'm going to shut the crick info tab because it's just distracting me. It's a ball ahead. So Colin de Grandhomme has come out with an intent to have some fun. That's for sure. That's a good attitude. That's welcome from any country, anyone. A good attitude is welcome. I mean, how do you hate that kind of attitude? Glanced fine, erred in line with Shami, and that'll be 4 leg buys. There's some drunk retro Kiwis. I'm guessing Wellington boys because Auckland boys aren't that. Look, I don't know, man. Could be Auckland as well. Could be Auckland as well. Could be Napier as well. Can we name 5 New Zealand cities? Let's do that after this ball. 3 slips in place, and that's tight leave by Williamson outside the ostrom. Good bounce and carry, good shape from Swami. There's Auckland, there's Wellington, there's Napier, there's Napier, and then there's Auckland, Wellington, Napier. Damn, son. I'm pretty sure I know more. Dunedin. Dunedin. Or is that the ground's name? Shit, man. And that's slashed. And that's over gully for 4. Williamson not hesitant, not hesitating at all with the loose delivery with the new ball. There's a newfound fervor in his body language. Williamson feels like it's time to at least give bad balls its due punishment. Having said that, this has been a rare bad delivery. In fact, that could have that was really well timed. Just wristed it at the last second during that cut shot to make sure it goes over anyone's discernible height. Mohammad Swami now bowling last ball of the over to Kane Williamson, and that's significant outward movement, significant shape, but too wide. Comfortable leave there for Williamson, which is what I was saying. I would have gone with Ishant in the first over, just because he's one bowler who takes the least amount of time to find his length, finds it right away. He's like, he doesn't waste time in getting 12 balls in and then like finding a nice groove. He gets into the groove within a ball or two, which is why I hope the new ball could have been a louder statement if Ishant Sharma came in and charged him than Shami. Although Shami has been the pick of the bowlers, just in the current context, is what I'm alluding to. Yeah, Christchurch also, correct. Yeah. Shit, man, where is this feed? Ishant Sharma. Pulled fast and swiftly. The lovely swivel. And that'll just be 1 in the end. Man, that was a strong pull shot. Authoritative, commanding. Just swivels with the ball and gets it nice and square. Ravindra Jadeja will run, collect it cleanly, picks it up, throws it fast. What a fielder. World's greatest fielder after Johnny Rhodes, according to me. After John T. Rhodes and Ricky Ponting, Michael Clark, and then Ravindra Jadeja. For sure. I think India have produced the best fielders in the last 7-8 years. Ravindra Jadeja, Virat Kohli, the two of the greatest fielders going around, right? It's an interesting topic. Who are the best ground fielders today in cricket? Who are the This is for everyone in the chat as well. Who do you think are the best ground fielders today in cricket, apart from Indians, apart from our brethren? Three slips in place. Ishant Sharma to Williamson, and that's down the leg. Tends to do that. Does Ishant? Some sun that's just slightly crept into the field. So I don't think bowling Ashwin now is a bad idea. He loves the new ball. He really likes the new ball. He's one of the best spin bowlers of the new ball. Not if not the best, he is the best. And with the pronounced new Duke's team, oh man, he can do some things with it. He can do some dirty things with it. He can get a lot of overspin and bounce someone just outside off stump. He can get the ball to grip and turn if he wants to, if he slows it down. Again, just a bit short there, Ishant. Williamson is happy to just knock it for nothing on the back foot. Williamson showing a tad more urgency in this inning compared to the Owen Morgan as well. Yeah, absolutely. Ishant to Williamson. 3 slips in place. Just outside off stump, lets it go. Little more spring to Williamson's step than the first innings. I mean, the first session. Let's put things into context. India have to get them all out again, and we're talking about just a day and a half from now. So India have to score a lot of runs. India first have to get them out. So still, this session again, not to sound like a broken record. It's a broken record. But this session is crucial, dude. This session, obviously, I think I would say first and second session were equally crucial today. Not any other session, primarily because it's moving, like it dictates the movement of the test match. So right now, if New Zealand somehow put up a really good partnership, and imagine if they just see through the session by just losing one wicket, with both batsmen looking good, with Kane still in this thing, then where are you going from there at T? Right? I feel like India somehow taken things a little bit light. They have not gone back with the relentless attitude when it comes to lengths. They're again feeling themselves in. There is some sun cover, Shami to Grandome, and that's gone. Is that out? That's out. That's given out. The fuck? That came back sharply and hit high on Grandhome's back thigh. It looked pretty high for me, but Grandhome is not taking the review. Grandhome will not take the review. This is so unexpected, especially because I saw the sun out and Grandhome was pulled a really nice one. The last over, I thought, damn, it's time for a change in momentum because everything's suggesting that. And then suddenly the sun came out and Shami just dishes one outside off stump and that comes back sharply. That comes back by about 30 degrees on pitching, finds the back leg. Honestly, I felt like it was maybe a touch high. I'm curious to see the ball tracking on that. That's out. Damn. It's out. And now comes Call Jameson, big call. Remember, he has an average of 47. I don't know, 47. 47. Paul Jameson, 47. 7. Damn, I want to see the. Can they please show a replay? Please, 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 bruh. Shami really deserves a fifer here. Like, just found his length. Just found his length. That's all he did. Came in and found his length. Who took the wickets that day? Ishant and Ashwin, right? Yeah. And he was a touch short. He was not a touch short. He was actually a yard short. And then he was a touch short in the first few overs today, and then suddenly found that magical full length. 47 average, 150, 235 runs and 8 runs. I remember that 150 was against Pakistan, I think, if I remember right. 3 slips in place. Full driven on the up, powerfully, and then straight to cover. Ajinkya Rahane will clean up. 145 clicks there by Shami. Impact umpire's call. Wickets hitting. Right. Looked It looked higher than it was. Yeah, that's out, dude. That's out. Dude, that's out. Thank God the umpire gave it out because it was hitting so much of the wicket. Because if the umpire gave it not out, then it would have stayed not out because the impact was a umpire's call. Ooh, beautiful shape away. Well left by Jameson. Really traced the ball there with his eyes. Saw the swing. Yeah. Impact umpire's call. Could have taken the review. That's what I found surprising that Colin de Grandhomme chose not to, because it looked a little bit dicey. Rather, it didn't look the most convincing of all LBWs. Beautiful shape there. Getting latest swing, getting it up there, allowing the ball to. Oh my God, that really cut sideways on pitching over there. Oh man, if that line was a little closer to Jameson, that would have been another ball of the century by Mohammad Shami. By Mohammad Shami. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Like, he's got the qualities of a Praveen Kumar, and he's got the qualities of a Brett Lee. He's like somewhere in between the Praveen Kumar Brett Lee spectrum. Somewhere within that, and everyone in between. He's that center point. Oh, again, driven nice and firm and uppishly and down the ground by Jameson. What a shot! Oof, on the up. And that'll be 3 minimum, or maybe they ran 4. Ashwin takes a while always to get to the boundary line. So, yeah, that's 3. Well done, Ashwin. Well done, Ash. Well done, Ash. That was a solid, spanking drive. That was very neat there by Jameson. Damn, this lad, if he... Imagine it. I thought he comes closest to bowling perfection, and that looked like the closest to straight driving perfection. Lord damn. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard what Sanjay Manjrekar recently said. Sanjay Manjrekar said that Devon Conway is tailor-made for Test cricket. I don't know if Sanjay just chooses to be a slight. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Sanjay Manjrekar hater at all. I think that he makes very good points. He is unafraid to make points, and he takes trolls in the right spirit. He knows that he's not the most liked, but still keeps that doesn't like change anything about the guy. So a lot of things to like about Sanjay Manjrekar. But again, lack of I don't know what, maybe watching the game or fundamental research. He said Devon Conway is tailor-made for Test cricket. He's tailor-made for batting, period. His white ball record is absolutely off the charts. He, in fact, when he came into the scene, I think it was in the T20 series against Australia, and all I could see, I didn't really watch the games, all I could see on cricket for the next day was Conway. Like, who is this guy? He was making like 40 ball 80s. And I was like, oh, must be one of those new T20 kids on the block. Then I go and see his first class round. I'm like, what? Hold the fort. This guy is serious bat. And then when we saw him against England, we like, this guy he's a pure white ball bat and a pure red ball bat. He's just a pure bat. And then again, I think Harsha Bogle on the Crick Bus chatter said, वो दिखने में Dean Elgar जैसा है. Dean Elgar, again, powerfully driven on the up. This time high on the bat. Jamieson is in no mood to like muck about. He wants to start getting a move on, giving the score some strong impetus here with some on the up, firm driving. And he's now moved on to a healthy average of 48.4. It was just 47.8 like 2 minutes ago. So Kyle Jamieson is like, mate, if you thought I could bowl, I can bat. Again, I can bat well. That's 4 already from 2. The sun is shining almost. Surya jag chuka hai Southampton pe. Jaga hai Suraj. Shout out to my friend Suraj Naik. He also must be jagad by now. If he's not, then I'll be a little concerned for him. But he's a lawyer and I trust him to be jagad even now. So ईशांत अभी कर रहा है. मैं बोलूंगा अभी डालूंगा. मैं एक बॉल डालूंगा आगे. That sounded a little bit like Sanjay Dutt, not Ishant Sharma. But he's like that. एक और करेगा. हाँ करूंगा. Ishant Sharma. This big Kyle Jamieson, man, he's not supposed to be batting this well also. Come on. Now that's just unfair. India, imagine if the sun is out for the rest of the day and India wrap them out. Then they'll be batting under sun. Damn, I hope they're thinking that way. That's full. And again, just chancing his arm there with a wild cover drive. No position to hit that. No length. Takes the upper half of the bat and just evades cover. Just evades mid-off rather. Where Jasprit Bumrah was camping out on. 6 runs already from the overs. 3 very similar uppish drives, each uglier than the other. But all have yielded 2 runs each. Right. We need a move on here. As I say that, again, there's a nice cloud cover. So normal services has been resumed. I don't like seeing sun when it comes to cricket. I wish every game was played under clouds. It just adds a visual texture that's just incomparable in sport. Kyle Jamieson. Now this guy just likes to get wood on ball. Not a big lever, not a big proponent of the leaving. That's out, man. He can't chance his arm so many times. What is happening here, guys? Wow, this is such a cool... Dude. What we're seeing here can become special because Kyle Jamieson is just unhinged, bruh. He's unhinged. He's been given the shot. That one of those shots which make you loosey-goosey and you think you're the king of the world. Jamieson, don't give a F. He's just going after everything. And great to see from Kate Williamson giving him that license and not worrying about the trail. Love it. This is great cricket. Again, swats it past mid-wicket. And these are really quick runs here from Jamieson. Really quick runs. A sudden shift in momentum here. Who saw this coming? Jameson had enough. Is like enough. We're just 42 runs behind. Let's wipe out the deficit as soon as possible. Instead of if we're going out, let's go out in a bang. Wow, God, Test cricket is so much fun. It's so much fun, man. Test cricket is so much fucking fun. Who saw this strategy from nowhere? I would have thought, okay, this Jameson is still actually you could see it coming with Grandome. I think the message is very clear. Kane Williamson from one end will just put a carpet and settle in for a nice little nap. From the other end, it's one of those roller skates which kill more than 800 young Americans every week. Wow, that was an expensive over. That was 8 from it, and all coming in twos. Mohammad Swami now from the other end. The sun is out. There's a sudden shift. Jameson has just quickly, jostled to 13 from 10. Just quick swimming to 13 from 10. That's it. Damn, Kane Williamson again. As I was so critical of his strategy, at least he's doing something really good as a captain and saying, "Listen, I'm not able to, get a move on. So you do that from the other end, and let's not worry about the runs. Let's not worry about our wicket. Let's not worry about the game situation too much. Let's just try and wipe off this deficit as soon as possible." So some lovely stuff happening here. India, again, I think they're finding themselves in a state of urgency and trying to do too much. Again, losing their lengths a bit. Man, just the variables, just the the, the shifty nature of this game is just wants this to happen. Just makes you want this to happen all year long. Yeah, that's a word, right, for it. All the vagaries, yeah. All the vagaries. Just so many vagaries and mini stories that happen every 45 minutes, especially when there is a inconsistency with the cloud. These things kind of feel each other. Just like, hey, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like a experimentative teenager just wants to do everything. That's how this test match is. Just wants to be everything. Amazing. Just amazing. Suddenly you can just feel that New Zealand have had enough and want to stamp their authority. Just give one right hand back, like how like India were Muhammad Aliing this day, and then suddenly New Zealand are George Foreman manning it. George Foremanning it. Oh, what a ball! What a ball there by Shami. Angles it in and then just seams away, commits Williamson into playing a back foot half punch and beats the outside edge. This is special. This is just special. Every ball is an event here. Every ball is an event. And what an event it's turning out to be. What an event it's turning out to be. I love the change in intent of the captain. I thought that he did himself no favors by putting himself in a shelf, and that's beauty. That's out. That has to be out. What the fuck, man? That's out. Go for the review. Please go for the review. Go for the review. Just go for the review. Man, that looked out. Dude, that was a peach of a delivery, angling in on off, straightening and hitting the back pad of Williamson. Williamson committed to playing the first line, pitches, and just moves away and seams away, and then smashes him on the back leg. It looked out. It looked like he was right in front of it. Let's see the replay. Oh God, dude. Oh, it'll be umpire's impact outside. Oh my God, if I was an umpire, I would giving that out. That's out, bro. That's out. It'll be impact outside off will be umpire's call. I can't believe that ball deserved to get a wicket, dude. How did the umpire not give that out? There was more out than not out, and it'd be a pity because of Yeah, I know I'm gonna sound like a biased mofo, but dude, that was a that was a wattling like delivery, dude. What the fuck? Just because it was will. Oh, that was an outside edge to it. Yeah, I'll try it. Suggest an outside edge, or does it? I have to tune into the umpire. Let's tune into the umpire.
Just take that back once more again, please, just to confirm there's no back there, please. Keep it right through, take it back a couple of frames. You've got spike marks there. Keep it going through, please. Keep it going through. Keep it going through, please. Frame by frame, keep it going through. Right, all the way to the pad, please. Okay, no bat involved.
No bat involved.
Ready,
no bat involved, but I think umpires. Yeah, impact umpire's call.
Pitching outside off, impact is umpire's call, wickets is umpire's call.
That was out, mate.
Field, please.
That was out. At least the review was retained. Well, that was out. That was out, mate. That was absolutely out. My book, that was an absolute goner. It was a little African than usual. Yeah, man. The beauty of the delivery itself deserved the wicket. Absolutely. The fuck? Shit. Can't digest this, man. What the hell happened? What the hell happened, brother? Shamir Williamson. Whoa. Attempts a similar delivery. This time fuller, so Williamson could cut the swing and the seam faster. Damn, that was a special delivery. Should have been out. Is that the turning point? I wouldn't say so. I think there's enough happening in the wicket. But boy, that would have been a dude. Mohammad Shami has bowled an unbelievable little spell over here. And unrealistically good. I didn't see this. I mean, I knew Mohammad Shami is going to play a big part, but this is some obscene bowling. It's R-rated bowling, bro. It's R-rated bowling. Yeah, so everyone were talking about Devon Conway being a one-dimensional batsman, not that pretty. I mean, like, what did you guys? I don't know how these guys don't watch it, the other games as keenly as they do their own. Because if they did watch that 200, it was elegance personified. He's so easy on the eye, man. Like those languid check drives. My God, that was as picturesque as it can get for a left-hander. Honestly, it reminded me a bit of this guy. There was a little bit of Shikhar in him, and there was a little bit of Andrew Strauss in him as well. Like both, Andrew Strauss was absolute class, but that very, very nice balanced drive. So easy on the eye. Yeah. Who remembers Shikhar's debut against Australia 2013? I've never seen that level of belligerent beauty, belligerent beauty when it came to batting ever. That was just crisp on the up driving after crisp on the up driving. I remember that Stark would come and run and then just keep just driving and driving and driving. And the amount of cover driving he did in that, I was like, man, this is special. And I still love the Shikhar Dhawan cover drive. There's that static punch on the up, high elbow, class. Absolute class. Love Saurav's as well. But Shikhar Dhawan was. I think we spoke about left-handers. Yeah, Shikhar Dhawan, another very, very elegant left-hander. That goes without saying because left-handers have a natural advantage. Oh, yeah. I think I could answer your question. I don't know what the reason is. It just looks better, I think, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you want to attach a logic to it, you can, but maybe there's something illogical about it as well. Bumrah to Jameson. Whoa, beats the outside edge. Jameson showing his true tailenderness with that shot. No feet, stuck into the crease, and just all hands with the drive, with the upish drive, with the on the up drive, just away from the away from the body. The clouds have cleared up. An unfamiliar sight. An unfamiliar sight. Welcome, but unfamiliar. India should try to bat under this light. Come on. I mean, not come on. We're a neutral channel. Bumrah to Jameson again punches it with hard hands. Runs away to deep point. They'll pick up one. Yes. I honestly think Ravichandran Ashwin's has been delayed. It's been delayed. It's time you give it to Ravichandran Ashwin. I would give it to Ravichandran Ashwin right away. I think he'll get. I think what they're thinking is, oh, if he'll go two ways. Either Jameson will really pick him apart with quick runs, or Ashwin will get him soon. It's a tricky one, right? It's a tricky one. So, got it. Understood. That one comes back in and just worked a mid wicket, no run. So what would I do here? I would definitely bring Ashwin back into the attack. Not back into the attack. In the attack for the first time today. Now, Booking.com, as we all know, Booking.com, when you think about Booking.com, you just think about cricketing expertise, right? They think that 10% India chance, New Zealand 21%. Must be the finest mathematicians, all diverted to Booking.com's cricket winning predictor model. Whoa, tight leave there by Williamson. Thinks about playing it and then it just keeps coming back in and then sways with the bat inside the line. Lets it go. New Zealand trailed by 37 runs. This can be wiped off quickly if if Jameson's chances just come off a couple of more times. That's why it's such a beautiful part of the test match right now, wherein you just get the sense New Zealand are making a mini comeback here. I feel like they've already registered a mini comeback of sorts by not getting blown away. They've held the fort. They've brought the deficit now to 37. If they wipe it off quickly, then it's anyone's game from there. Right now, India is slightly, just very slightly ahead, considering that there's sun out for the rest of the day. If that stays, then they're slightly ahead in the test match, because that means the batting will be that much easier. Bumrah, nice leave there by Williamson. Significant bounce on that occasion. New Zealand, 180 for 6 after 86. Williamson is 32 from 159. What's the math on that, gentlemen? What kind of strike rate are we talking about there? Yeah, DK is a... What clowns ICC are by having this West Indies South Africa series as part of this WTC cycle? Makes no sense. They should have just started the new cycle with that series, right? Would have saved a lot of. Would have already, as it is, they find it so difficult to make every team play equally. Might as well give in South Africa and West Indies, who don't have the series deciding power like ECB, BCCI, and IC and Australia, Cricket Australia. They should have just made that made that series kick off the next cycle. It has no bearing on the current cycle. Wasted opportunity. I don't know who does them. Someone's the common sense sometimes. Oh, what a shot there! Picks it up nicely and just dispatches it over square leg, and that runs away to four. Williamson took on the short ball there. Not all that well timed, but enough. The intent was there to make sure it goes over square leg, short square leg. There was no square leg in place in the first place, so fairly safe shot there, but very nicely picked up. Picked the length in a flash and just pulled it with a fast bat speed. So New Zealand have just kind of shifted the momentum towards themselves here with some aggression, some well-timed aggression. It was very much needed. Having said that, the sun has come out, and that's played a part. Definitely, the sun has definitely aided. Just gives you a more mental wellness also as a batsman. As soon as you see some sun, you'll be like, okay, now I've survived the clouds. Now it's time to settle in a bit, because the sun has a very instant effect on the atmospheric conditions and of the pitch also. So, but Williamson should have been out, man. What the fuck? Oh, very good bumper there. Head high. Yeah, Kyle Jamieson is a tall lad, so it's very high and very well directed. Just whizzes past his head and keeps climbing, and Rishabh Pant springs like an adolescent tadpole. I don't know if tadpoles spring, but imagine if they did. That's what Rishabh Pant did. And now Mohammad Swami is into his fourth delivery of the over. And that's whoa! What a shot! I don't understand this. That is what just happened? It's a six. Kyle Jamieson, big Kyle. What a shift in momentum, man. Kyle Jamieson chancing his arm, and it's coming off. It's coming off. That was directed to him, clears his left leg, and just drills it with a lofted drive straight over Mohammad Shami's head. Makes himself some room with his left leg, and just that was in the slot when it comes to T20 cricket. So just played a very, very effective T20 loft there. And that should be out. That can't be out. And that's 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 out. What a ball. What a ball. Mohammad Shami, frustrated, said, Pencho, mujhe marega kya? Laudu. And bowled a spearing shot delivery. Jamieson got too high on him, got too big on him, caught the top edge and into fine leg's hand safely. And Bumrah completes a terrific catch there at the boundary line. The body weight was going backward. The momentum was making him lose balance on the back foot, but just held it with powerful palms and held his body. Man, very good from Shami here. Very good from Shami. Hope he gets a fifer. As I said, he deserves a fifer. Kyle Jamieson just seemed to have luck on his side, so I assumed that Jamieson would be responsible for a mini surge in quick runs. He did that, but I thought more. Oh, professional slogger, Mr. Saudi coming up. So Wagner also can really bat out of his skin if he wants to. Wagner is a solid bat. Like, even he's a very, if there's not too much movement, he's he can he can he can really strike them around neatly. Saudi is a professional slogger, a slogger by birth. When he hits it, he really hits them big, but he rarely does. That's the only thing. But solid slogger. Oh, I don't remember Jameson's dismissal against England. I don't think I watched him, but maybe I can't remember. But yeah, very good bowling by Shami there. Just knew that Kyle Jamieson is looking for that length to slog and just bumped him up. Oof! Bumrah straight away, angling it with a with some quick bounce into Saudi. Saudi a little bit late on that defense, but does well in the end. Very good field placing, keeping that fine leg a little squarer than usual. One dude really liked it in there. If I was there, I would behave the same way. No, no, I'm not that devoid of societal awareness. Bumrah. Whoa! Saudi somehow makes connection with that good length. Thinks about whipping it and then corrected it to a uh, strange defensive stroke. Goes back to Bumrah. But Saudi doesn't look very convincing. I think Saudi might get a few fours off here over the slip garden, maybe at best. I don't see him lasting. I don't see him lasting here. Not in the least. Not in the least. So far, session even, if you ask me. Oh, again, very late on that. Takes the inside edge, goes on at the pad and trickles away to point. Bumrah smiling, but as he said today, I might be smiling, but there's a fire burning inside me. He said that. This is an actual quote by Bumrah. So the man has legitimately said that. Those exact words. Hello, Mr. Irana. Very warm welcome to the stream. And hope you are tied in and all set for a humdinger of a test match. An absolute humdinger. So Saudi has been a traditional, the most typical. Imagine you're painting a tail ender as a young kid in an art class. You would draw Saudi because Saudi is a when he gets them off the meat of the ball, they fly. They traverse cities. They they make new milestones in different corners, but that just happens 1 out of 12 times. That's the problem. Saudi is one of those batsmen, and I suspect he's going to get a few off the flying edge over. As I suspect he's going to get few of the flying edge that just dropped short of. Was that a bump ball though? Was that a bump ball? Looked like a bump ball. So I think that at best Saudi is going to he's going to attempt a cut shot which will go flying over the slips, and maybe one down the ground, one random powerful shot with not that much timing hits the upper half of the bat and goes down the ground for 4. But apart from that, I don't think he's going to do much. So expect a Saudi dismissal anytime soon. Bumrah to Saudi. 3 slips in place. And that's full, and that's just flicked away for 2, I'm guessing. Sweeper on the leg side will cover it up. I think that was Ajinkya Rahane. Good throw, good flat throw. And Williamson will be taking strike. I think it's going to be Mohammad Shami. I mean, why would you stop Shami? Why would you jump on the stream of idiocy and say, hey, let's probably give it to Ishant. Ek aur karega Ishant, haan karunga. So don't do that. Let's go with the Mohammad Swami. Sunil Gavaskar has a propensity to say Muhammad. I think someone has to break it to him and say it is Muhammad. It's not Muhammad. Muhammad. Yeah, so Sadhguru did. I mean, this is something I'm going to like latch on to after today's play. How Sadhguru helped Everton beat Liverpool. That's an actual video 4 weeks ago. I think we should watch it maybe after the. I think after this session, probably could watch that shit. Yeah. So as suspected, Mohammad Shami continuing. The sun is out. 2 slips in place, and that's just glanced past Rishabh Pant, and that'll be fine, and that'll be 4. Just errs in line. Shami looking for that dream delivery. That pitches on middle and goes. He actually got Kane Williamson legitimately out with that ball. So it just pains me to see Williamson still on strike. That was more out than not out, and that's why the umpire's call is such a divisive topic of subject. Uh, Mohammad Swami. Mohammad Swami just needs to correct that line very quickly, and he'll be back into it. Oh, again the same kind of line, but this time gets all gloves. Does Kane Williamson gets good bounce, so you had to negotiate it in the end. But again, wrong line, incorrect line to Williamson. Again, this is a 2. That's 1 leg by. All right. Oh, that was. Oh, I thought that hit the glove. What did it hit? It hit the arm guard. Curious to see that. So Tim Southey is going to chance his arm for sure over here. New Zealand now have just gone down to 8, trailed by 18 runs, thanks to Kyle Jamieson. That has just wiped off a little bit. I think they were aware that there's no point in trying to grind this out over here. We might as well wipe that deficit out. At least we'll be in the game. So let's think positive, and we know the nature of the surface. We can bowl them out for 100 as well. So that was the talk. That was the talk during lunch, at least. Yes, people talk during lunch. They tend to. So my order, Wagner demoted again. Lord. yeah, Java the Hutt. Yeah, Saudi. But you know what? You did, right? You know what? You went never go full crazy, never go full, if I'm allowed to use the word retard, because I'm quoting a movie, so I guess that's okay. So I can't be cancelled because I'm actually quoting a movie. Whoa, that's just been drilled like a mid-range carpenter, like the one that you don't think about selling a house, but it'll still pinch you. Those kind of carpenters that just charge a middling amount. Doesn't make you lose sleep, but doesn't make you get good sleep either. Drilled it like a mid-level carpenter, and no run. Or did they take one? I'm not sure. Yeah, so never go full retard, and Jabba the Hutt went full retard and dropped Kyle Jamieson from his 11 during the pre-match, one of the pre-match days. Saudi! Oh boy, Saudi, dude. Like, he's just a little bit more elegant than a cat on a hot tin roof. Just a little bit more elegant. Not significantly more elegant, just a little bit more elegant. Yeah. Harvard cancelled. Fuck you, Java the Hutt. You dropped. I'm calling you the R word because you legitimately are by dropping Kyle Jamieson. Like, that's the only word that is justice in this situation. As Kane Williamson plays a lovely drive past mid-on. A flick drive, as I would like to call it. A flick drive. It's not a flick. It's not a drive. It's a flick drive. A flick drive. Who likes a good old flick drive? Who likes a good old flick drive? I'm not a big flick driver. I'm one for either a flick or a drive. But the flick drive has got its own charm. Viv Richards. Oh my God. We should watch some Viv Richards. Talking about flick drives. Pick up flick drives. Saviv, nah. Remember the balls of... who was that keeper with Dinesh? Wasn't there a keeper with Dinesh in West Indies? Can someone cast my mind to the keepers? Dinesh Ramdin. Damn, how many keepers with Dinesh? Dinesh Ramdin, Dinesh Karthik, and Dinesh Chandamal. So Dinesh, let's get back to Dinesh Ramdin in a bit. And that's played with softish hands, genuine edge, but steers it to third slip. Not enough pace on that Bumrah delivery. Played quite well in the end there by Saudi. Dropped his bottom hand off the handle and just guided it to third slip. One bounce. This is interesting. It'll be miraculous if Saudi survives the rest of the 5 deliveries from Bumrah. It'll be nothing short of a miracle. Whoa! Again, bat hitting ball somehow. Again, the cloud is back on, so it's looking pretty for the quicks again. Just leans into it, so it's neither. But how is it neither, bro? Isn't it like it is a flick drive? It's a leaning flick drive. It's an LFD. Bumrah. As I said, it'll be a miracle if I see Saudi survive this over. How? What? I knew this was coming. Didn't I mention it? Didn't I mention Saudi's 2 4s? This was one of them. Although this is not a 4. Okay, so one shot eliminated. The other shot I said was a cut over the slip cordon. So once he's done, so one shot is down. If he does that, then that's it. That's the Saudi quota. He's a gonzo after that. There is no way Saudi makes more than 15, man. There is no way. If Saudi makes more than 15, then I'm going to talk like Ravi Shastri for the rest of the week. Okay, that's a challenge. That's a registered trademark challenge. Whoa, what a shot there. There's a little bit of figure skating and just flicks it in the end with nice timing to square leg. Fuck. Saudi. Man. Saudi. Who calls himself Saudi? I'm sure it has to be. Wait. I'm sure it has to be related to the word South. Like, we from what? In the 18th century, we from what? From which prison are you from, what? Because everyone were British prisoners essentially, or Australian convicts. Which prison are you from, mate? And Saudi's great from the south, mate. From Saudi area, from the south, mate. So you're Saudi then? Yeah, mate, Saudi. No, you be called Saudi. Why don't come on the boat, mate? Trying to escape, trying to make a new life in Wellington. All right, mate. I'm Saudi. Come on, mate. 7? We leave at 7 o'clock. The patch looks good. So I think that's the genesis of Saudi. For sure. Because let's take in other languages. Hold on. Williamson leaves that one comfortably. Bit too wide, right outside the eye line. And that'll be... So Saudi did survive that over. So mud on my face. Big disgrace. What was I saying though? Yeah, even in like Indian languages, if you take Kannada, what is South? South is Dakshin. Aren't there like dudes or chicks by the name of Dakshin? I'm pretty sure there are. Dakshina, Dakshini, I'm pretty sure. There's no way there are no people like Dakshina or Dakshini. I think I know like 4 of them. And let's take another language. What is South in Hindi? That is also Dakshin, no? Oh shit, oh fuck. Whoa! That should be no runs, right? No shot offered there. Digs it in and that is leg buys and takes Saudi's shoulder. But how can there was no shot offered? How is that legal runs? Now just trailed by 8 as New Zealand. We're primed for taking the lead over here. Uttara. Saudi looking clean. Get ready for a week of drafts. Bruh. Jabba. That's not going to happen, man. I don't see Saudi getting more than 15. Do you actually legitimately see Saudi getting more than 15 runs? I don't see it. Man, Saudi, you're like Oliver Stone. Just never gives. Always wants that extra bit of morsel. Saudi, man. How good was Mohammad Swami today, lads? One of the spells of the generation. How look at him behind that clean. Oh boy. Swarthy. 3 slips in place. And that's just somehow played with the swing there on the move and driven with some weird wrist shot to cover one of these on the move. Kind of rush for pace, but not kind of a shot. No, no concept of bending knee and all, just hands. Tim Saudi, man, if he gets it in the middle, it's moving cities. There'll be a new capital form somewhere. Look at him. He just does a. He's just a. He's not even one of those butchers you. He's one of those butchers you just find in the flea market. He's not a recommended butcher like that comes highly recommended. You know how those guys when they give you when they suggest, oh, he comes highly recommended. Oh yeah? Oh shit, then I ought. There's no other chance now. I ought to see this person. She comes highly recommended. Oh yeah? Fuck, you had me at highly. So whoa, chases that one. Chases that wide one, some shape on that. And now Booking.com, as we know, Booking.com is a renowned cricket expert, very deep into cricket analytics. That's the first thing you think about Booking.com is cricket expertise. And they are saying 9% to India and 24% to New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah. These guys are shifting through probabilities like how Ravi Shastri shifts through. That is out, man. Come on. How did he survive that, dude? So my other shot that I thought he would cut one and it would go over slips, but even this went over gully slips, so I think his quota is over. Dude, look at that smile, man. He has no shame playing that shot, Saudi. Look at that smile. An absolute joker. And apparently Saudi is the joker of the team. He's the class clown. Plays to perfection by Timothy. What is Timothy's full name? Gotta get a grip on Timothy's. Isn't that a Key and Peele sketch? By the way, Key and Peele are doing there are some gems that are just dropping off. Like pigeon's poop. They're just like those little nuggets are coming at a rapid pace on YouTube's on Key and Peele's YouTube. It's fucking today I saw something. I saw what is that? What's it like to do it with your bro? It's a new sketch. Peele was ridiculous. Peele was ridiculous. Ishan Sharma into the attack. And that's punched solidly and square. There is protection in the deep with Jasprit Bumrah at point. And shit, man. New Zealand just trailed by 5 now. You have to think that they have seized. Just after Colin Grandhome, there was just a statement of intent saying that, listen, no matter what, we're not going to go down like without trying to shift the momentum. If we're going to go out, we're going to shift the momentum and go out. We're going to snatch some of that smugness that we gave you pre-lunch. And obviously the sun also helped. So again, a new different tide that's treating cricket fans this test match. Slip and a wide slip. And whoa, dropped! Caught and bold chance there for Ishant Sharma, but was a very reflex catch. Hits high on the bat, and that goes about a foot or two above Ishant Sharma. Reaches out for it with one hand, sticks for a second, but just plops out. Takes the absolute toe end of the bat. Ishant Sharma looks to be ducking at first, and then and then drops it. Damn, son. ईशान शर्मा. ईशान एक और करूंगा. हाँ करूंगा. हाँ करूंगा. That's the problem with Ishant, man. It's the problem. All right. So I feel like Saudi has run his luck out. Very nicely ducked underneath, just as I said. Some serious resolve here by the New Zealanders. Going to go around foring. So watch out on this patch. We're going to at least get to sucks. ईशान शर्मा एक और करूंगा. हाँ करूंगा. बोल दो मुझे. बोल दो. Lamau. Got scared. Who got scared? Timothy. Whoa. That nipped back sharply and catches the upper thigh. So if you haven't checked out Key and Peele's sketch, let me do one thing. Let me actually post it over here. It was too fucking funny, man. Key and Peele. I think it was released today. You guys have to watch it, man. Have to fucking watch it. Yeah. This is what I'm talking. Oh shit, man. 1 second. I lost my... Yeah, just look up... just put Key and Peele. It'll be the first result. It's too funny. Too ridiculous life funny might. And that's driven sweetly. Not enough timing on that, not enough power, but looked good on the eye. Driven straight to cover, no run. Peele absolutely killed it. The whole premise of it is wrong, but then you think because there is going to be some surprise ending. You just know it, so it's not all that surprising. But just the acting of Jordan Peele, man, killed it, assaulted it, took it and fucking slammed it down. Who was the choke slammer in WWE? Undertaker. The Undertaker. Let's just Google Undertaker in French. What is Undertaker in French? Do you think there is something called, or do I have to put Undertaker? Because Undertaker is actually a word also in the English language. In French. Pompe funèbre. Undertaker in French is pompe funèbre. Undertaker is pompe funèbre. Undertaker is pompe funèbre. Okay, so now they are 4 runs away from wiping the deficit. All right, enough of this shit, man. Let's move on. Let's get a move on. Timothy has had his time underneath the sun. Literally. It's enough. Why do we always struggle with these latecomers, man? Why are we so boss? Why is the Indian team so boss with having dreamlike spells through the middle order of teams and then suddenly finding themselves, in a dirty sweatshop with the tailenders? Why? What a champ Kane is, man. Agreed, man. Plays it Plays it in all sorts of weird late ways, isn't it? Over here, over here, over here, over here. He'll play it anything. He has a disease for reaching out to the ball. Disease. He suffers from a ball reaching out disease, from a rare genetic condition that costs, that whose treatment each vial costs 16 crores. Yeah, there are treatments like that. Look it up. There's one there's one there's one medicine called Angzinziama, 16 crore for a rare genetic condition. Pushes Saudi back on the back foot with a heavy shot of lengther. Saudi professionally drops it. Just drops it and runs, man. Oh boy. Just trailed by one now. Does New Zealand. They've seriously. It's been an even session because India have got two very, very crucial breakthroughs. But New Zealand, just in terms of mood, in terms of energy, they've come up on top. And Williamson, although I think he should have shown a lot more intent earlier, is making up for all of it with some good captaincy by giving others the license to do whatever they want to do. And that is a pure drive there, straight to mid-off. Not all that full, but Williamson picking the length early and committing and just purely going through the line of the ball. It hit the middle, but straight to Ashwin. But then Shami should be encouraged and not drop it short from here. Keep that length going. Because anything that happens after pitching, you're in with a shot. Oh my God, he should have been out though. Kane Williamson should have been out, bruh. Two slips in place. And that's a wild away swinger. Not that away also in terms of swing, but away in terms of line. Way away, way away. Yeah, man, Ishant had that shit. Ishant defo had that shit, man, in his hand. Fuck me, dude. Ain't fair. It ain't fair. And just swats it off the back foot, and that'll be 4. Finds the gap between cover and point. Absolutely dispatches it. Just dispatches it with a flaying cut shot in front of square. And Kane, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Takes New Zealand into the lead. Lead by 3 now does New Zealand. Oh my God. What a sudden change in momentum. My God, I did not expect this to happen. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Mohammed, again, they just lost their lines. Again, trying too hard, going that short of lengthish length. Again, trying to force the batsman out instead of just kind of weighing them out and teasing them outside off stump with that length. Trying too much too soon. I just hope they go back to the basics now, even though there's sun out. Again, digs it in short to Saudi. And Saudi has survived 25 balls. Yup, tail of the tail, forever syndrome. I was just harping about that very fact. Yeah. Tail of the tail is very Akil Sundar and it's very right as well. Damn, man. I don't know how we are such gunmen, such absolute lieutenants when it comes to blowing past a team's middle order. But when the talent reduces, somehow even our talent reduces. Like we just feed off bad talent's energy and just reduce it. I don't know whether it's a brain fade on our part. Like ideally, you should just be looking right at the block hole for a dude like Saudi, because he's trying to clear his leg and do all sorts of stupid shit, or just keep dishing it outside off stump at a full length. He will drive a few, but then just one is coming to the slip corner. Don't bowl those random ass short of length deliveries out of anger and try and will the batsman out of the crease. Still give him the credit. And tailenders usually suck to good balls. They'll just like play outside their body and it's over. But you have to be risk. You need to take that little bit of risk. That's all. We lack that. And Kane Williamson, I don't know what. I think he's just been hating on me after me criticizing his intent. But he's like, you know what? I'll do this all day long, right? Till your mom asks you to shower, I'll do it till then. That's Kane. Look at as we see Kohli's celebration. Damn, son. I got no jokes, bro. That's energy, man. That's boundless. That's why he has a crack mentality. He's a little bit cracked. You know what I mean? There are some people with a little bit of a crack mentality. You know that there's something off. And Virat Kohli has the dog in him. He's a Rottweiler. He's a Rottweiler that no one wants to adopt. Virat on the droids. Yeah, man. On the droids, absolutely. I think you mean roids, though? Or is it droids? Because I think droid is short for android in it. And roid is short for steroid. Or I'm missing something. I don't know. ईशान हाँ मैं करूंगा उसको आउट करूंगा मैं हाँ आगे डाल दूंगा हाँ बोल दे आगे डालूंगा मैं fucking ईशांत तो आगे डालो ना घंटा आगे डाल रहे हो तुम थोड़ा और आगे डालना Ashwin either pleasuring himself or getting ready to bowl. I can't tell. Ishant to Williamson. 2 slips in place. Very well bowled. Just outside off. Get some nip off the wicket. Williamson playing from the crease. Should have been on the front foot of that, but playing it nice and late off the back foot from the crease. Rohit Rage. Yeah, man. Man, Virat Kohli. अबे देखोगे ना Virat Kohli. I'm sad that Tahir hasn't come on to bowl. That's my only disappointment. I felt like Tahir should have been. As we saw the same dog on the first 2 days. As Jabba the Hutt said, I don't know who's luckier, the dog or the man. Don't know what he meant by that, but that's what he said. And that's gone. What a breakthrough, man! हाँ मैं करूँगा. बोला था ना मैं आगे डालूंगा और उसका विकेट लूंगा मैं. बोला था ना. हाँ तुम लोग मुझे विश्वास नहीं कर रहे हो. मैं बोल रहा था ना मैं आगे डालूंगा वो ऐसा मारेगा और तू गली पे कैच पकड़ेगा. It's happened. Dude, it's happened, bruh. Brother, it's happening. And it's happening a little fast. It's happening. Kane Williamson, after a long vigil at the crease, finally yields to the one that is pitched outside off, hangs his butt, and walks away. Good little knock. Took his time, but made a valid contribution. For 49. New Zealand 221 for 8. How was that? That was pretty profesh, huh? Yeah, Akhil Sundar, players are all for tomorrow. Tomorrow's forecast looks even better than today. And I think I mentioned this earlier. Let me just put the banner up. I hope this is informative for you guys. To put things in context, I've been harping about it since a while. I always thought that New Zealand had a lot more to lose, so they're going to come out a little bit pensive, and India is going to seize on that. And there was enough. If you had seen the last session of day 3, you could tell that this wicket is always going to have something. There's no way this wicket is going to get easy to bat on randomly. So you're never in as a batsman, And till now, the highest score is still 49. Ajinkya Rahane scored 49 for India and Kane Williamson 49 for New Zealand. And mind you guys, Wagner can bat. Yeah, so the stat that I put up, I think should be very interesting for y'all. From Sahadam, masterclass, absolutely, Akhil Sundar. That'll be something, huh? Imagine the celebrations, bro. Imagine the celebrations by Tahir. All those jiggles. All those jiggles, man. Those jiggles are gonna come out tomorrow. It's gonna be. Oh, Tahir Sundar is into the attack. Whoa, dude, who is sensing Saudi absolutely swatting one from the face of the from the face of the earth? Because I feel like Saudi, once six is coming, he's going to get out, but I don't know, man. Goes on the back foot, makes himself some room, and just sort of punches it past cover. Very nice timing there, Saudi. Ashwin just dropping it short. All those the tire is a little cold right now. One of those chill tires scenes. Bit too short. I don't know. It's a random bowling change. Why would you change the bowling? Should have just continued with Shami or someone. No. Why? Do you agree with this bowling change, boys? Week of halves. I am ready. I don't think I'm ready. That white finger high. Oh man. White finger high five is so accurate, man. Shami is tired as fuck. All right, cool. So you agree with Ashwin? I thought they should have gone with the fast bowler to Saudi and Wagner. Because the thing is, Wagner might just chance his arm, Saudi might just chance his arm, and suddenly they've got 18 runs between them, and then Ashwin will prize them out with one loopy one, and then they're going to top edge it and lead edge it to some random field on the offside. But I think they can score a quick 18 off Ashwin. With these guys, they'll maybe score 4 5 and then deposit one to the cordon or get LB. So, and what, dude? Shami is tired as fuck. What the fuck? This is the final. He's okay. He's loaded himself up with some goat protein in the lunch break. So, what the fuck, man? Tahir has already given away 5. And Wagner looking solid against Ashwin, boss. Looking fucking solid. No, not only shoulder shaking once. The white finger 5 and the shoulder shaking. Man, let's see that. But now he's not going to do that. Now it's a tailender. He doesn't respect tailenders as much. When he gets a batsman of pedigree out, oh boy. Especially after being hit for a few runs. Dude, that's some violent Tamilness that comes out. That's some Vetri Maran Tamil energy that comes out from Ashwin. Some Vetri energy, dude. Some Vetri energy. Virat Kohli.
क्या देख रहा है इनके लौड़े क्या देख रहा है
Man, Coles, dude. He's 12. Kohli is 12. Who else thinks Kohli is 12? What a legend, dude. What a legend. Fagner. Ishant Sharma. And has been lofted. What the fuck happened there by Saudi, you bastard? How the fuck did he hit it? That's 6. Is that 6 or 4? What happened there? Is that 6? He just lofted him. The fuck? Saudi ki laudu. Baki. What the hell did Saudi do there, man? Jesus Christ. Didn't know they misbehaved there in Wellington. Thought the Kiwi boys are good lads. Turns out they're not. Pretty little rascals. What the fuck was Saudi thinking there, dude? He thinks he's Umesh Yadav or what? But then we know this about Saudi. I kept telling about how Saudi, if he gets it anywhere near the middle, it just flies. He's got all that Joker energy, one of those erratic Joker energies about him. Just does some random shit. That's same Joker, erratic Joker energy even Umesh Yadav has. Clean Adda. Nice one, Java that. One pure Adda that was, dude. Saudi, man, what the fuck? How is this supposed to happen, dude? How is this supposed to happen? Why is this happening? Whoa! Ishant Sharma exposes all his stumps. The Saudi Ishant Sharma goes for the leg stump and misses by a long way. Shit, brother. Shit. What had happened, man? What did happen? Dude, this ain't funny, man. Now they have a lead. 15-run lead. Shit. Okay, so we have 33 overs. They have to get them out, man. We have only two more overs left in the session. We just have 2 more overs left in the session, brother. Are you listening to me, brother? We have only 2 more overs left in the session. Oh, 1 second, bro. I need to see how many overs left in the session. अरे यार. हाँ मैं करूँगा. हाँ आउटसाइड ऑफ में डालूंगा अभी देख. Yeah, 44 overs remaining for the day. So I think we have another 4 overs left for this session. I'm guessing we have another 4 overs left for this session. So where we at, Mod? Oh boy. Oh man, what did the Saudi do? Saudi called Jameson and Grandhome. That's where the shot in the arm came from New Zealand out of nowhere. Oh my God, just flicks it low off his feet and almost reaches the boundary, but Shami will do well to just cover it. Loses balance in the end. Ishant Sharma going for the block hole, but just gets flicked fairly elegantly by Saudis. Run away to 23 of 35. Catches him low on the bat, but nice little fast wrist work there by Saudi. Bit too full by Ishu. हाँ डालूंगा अभी आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप में डालूंगा. तू चिंता मत ले. तू कैच पकड़. तू खाली कैच पकड़. Any update about Dogecoin? Yeah, it's dead. Dogecoin is dead, Ashay Arod. And so am I. I die with the Doge. I'm basically dead inside. This is just the casual leggy speaking. The true person is dead. It's being electrified. I'm one of those electrifiable funeral people. Who are those people, man, who choose to get electrified? Just bury yourself. I wouldn't want to get buried, I think that's the most non-demonic way of going. You know what I mean? This seems like a more sensible way of decomposing into the Earth's surface. So I think they're doing something right. Akshay Arud, welcome to the house, Akshay Arud. ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪತ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಇರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ. Oh, that just goes in with the arm, does Ashwin. Pretty flat and fast in trajectory and in speed. So Ash, I think, just needs to loop one up, draw them into the committed loft, and find Rahane at slip. That's his best option. There are some foot marks there. A bit too fast again. I think he's setting Wagner up over here. Wants to get that a little bit slower and a little bit fuller. Have Wagner committed into playing an obscene stroke. And then if it connects, and that's gone! Hey! That's out! See, I told you guys, Ashwin doesn't celebrate when it's a tail-ender. I told you guys, Ashwin doesn't give a fuck when it's a tail-ender. He just does that Vati coming display of arrogance. And that's an app. See, I told you, Ashwin just drops it a little slower, has him committed more on the front foot this time, takes the upper high edge of the blade, the shoulder of the blade, and Rahane fumbles at first and lobs up and takes it off balance. Great videos coming, really good, man. Hello, Akshay Arud. ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಯಾರು ಇಬ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Damn, I think I should do more Kannada commentary. What do you think? I think I can flow. Think there's a flow? Boys, Suraj Nayak was here earlier. It would have been fun if Suraj... Can someone get Suraj Nayak also on the stream? It'll be pretty fun. Rash. Now, the lead is what? The lead is... two slips in place. Oof! Again, play bowls the undercutter there. Just goes and skids with the arm. And now the worst thing that can happen is a quick 25-run partnership or a 30-run partnership, because we have been there. We've been there so many times, and that's the worst possible feeling for us. Rash, doing his rashness, invites Bolt for Bolt. Oh boy, man! Watching Bolt bat is funnier than watching Salman Khan attempt a dramatic scene. What happens to Salman's face when he attempts a dramatic scene? Akshay Aruda, man, you have no idea, Akshay. Akshay, do you remember the movie that we got you to watch? That I got you to watch at your farmhouse, A Bronx Tale. I'm thinking we should do the Kannada version of that, in the same ethos, in the same spirit. What do you say, as one of Kannada cinema's game-changing producers, moving more towards the cinematic art element and the storytelling element, and not the crowd-pleasing element of Kannada, over the topness of Kannada cinema. What do you say, Ashwin? Akshay Aruda, ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಚೂರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟೇಲ್ ರೀಮೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ? We need AJ OF page. AJ Sap, how you been? Jai Karnataka, man. Greatest movie, absolutely, man. Yeah. Hey, Sonny, hey. Be a good boy. What the fuck do you think you're doing going out at this age? Dad! I got Sonny with me. Remember Sonny? Sonny's my dad. Sonny's my dad. You know my dad? Sonny's my dad. Let's go, boys. Let's go. No inside edge, no? No inside edge, right? Boys, there's no inside edge, right? Confirmed, right? Or is there? Is there? AJ OnlyFans page. What the fuck, Ashley Arud? What the fuck have you been thinking, man? Ashley Aruda. What the fuck? I'm the kid, by the way, the role. No inside edge, man. Tide has done it. Yeah. What? Inside edge? Can someone help? I got a little bit carried away there. Fuck. Akshay Arud has thrown me off completely. Remembering the old times now. I've gone into nostalgia phase. Someone bring me back to the cricket. All right. What happened there, gents? Morning! Mona in the house! Mona! Still hustling men over 75 years old. Mona has made a fortune for himself by very charmingly trapping geriatrics since 2013. I don't know how he does it, but more power to you, Monique. More power to you, mate. And very good to have you on the stream. The Casual Leggy stream welcomes you. The Casual Leggy stream honors your presence. And let's have a good test match, huh, Monique? I know you're one for the hard-earned, one for the OG, and one for the pure format of the game. That's Test cricket. Ashtay was being a little bit of a traditional bitch and saying, Ashtay, draw ne agata, Indian agata. I was like, Re, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂತಿರು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರು ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂತ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಆಶಾರೂಢ ಲೌಡು by the way who shall we make a petition to change to change Anuj Kabadi's name to Lodde Ke Bal, Shami to Bolt, and that's just lifted off the surface. Bolt doing a classic Bolt and making significant room for himself and trying to act like he was in control of it by guiding it over the slips. Lol. Comprehensively beaten over there. I think Shami should just get one full and up into the block hole, and that should seal the deal. It'll hit his boot. It'll be LBW, all sorts of dismissals. When Bolt comes on the crease, the possibilities of dismissals grow exponentially because he's literally the world's worst handler of the blade. Having said that, New Zealand have gone to 19. Anyway, I said, what did I say? I was saying something, bro. Easy draw, Monik. Love it. Love it. We need a full circle shout out. But we have done it, no. We are the full. Call more. Where's Digant? Let's call Mr. Bad Omen. I hope he's nothing but a good omen to this channel. But with a dude who's called Bad Omen in general, it's a little tricky. But anyway, we'll take any sort of omen over here because that's how inviting the Casual Leggy Studios is. As we see Jasprit Bumrah. By the way, do you think it's fair that Sanjana Ganeshan gets to interview Jasprit Bumrah? Don't you think the questions, and that's been lofted cleanly by Bolt, somehow picks the length and just drills it over mid-on with a clean check loft. Bolt just somehow finding some corner of his eye, sends some signal to his brain, and that brain sends some signal to his hand, and that's how he hit that ball. Fairly clean though for Bolt standards. Jesus Christ, this is turning out to be an entertaining little coup de grace by the New Zealand tailenders. Man, weren't they like 155 for like? Is that? Oh man, come on! You got to be kidding me, dude. The last 4 jokers have put on a significant amount of runs in the. Shami has gone for quite a bit in the last 5 overs. He's been slapped around a bit, huh? I say easy. Love the spirit of Ashray Aruda. BO in the house. If BO is in the house, please let us know by just. Actually, you know what? When a bad omen's around, you just know. Am I getting the sense that that bad omen is around? I think so. Where is Mohammad Swami, man? Mohammad Swami has to just get it right into the block hole for fuck's sake. Bolt is playing some weird checkers, man. He's neither playing chess, he's neither playing checkers. He's playing something in the spectrum, some weird game in the spectrum. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. Oh, God. Dude. His batting would definitely not premiere in the French matinee or in the London. What is the London theatre called? Fans of art. Mohammad Swami. Oh my God, he makes significant room from shuffles across and then somehow flicks it to deep square leg and will pick up 2. Bolt has straddled along to a classy 7 of 8. And Mohammad Swami just seems to be a little bit beaten. All that goat protein going for a waste. I mean, not going for a waste. They actually delivered. They actually, I think 3 goats have sacrificed their lives for 4 New Zealand wickets, which is ironical because that's what goats do in New Zealand. But Swami, I think, can rest. All right, so here's the situation. I think it's 1 over left before tea, and we're going to have 40 overs after that. I'm assuming they'll put up another 5-10 runs, so it's a lead of 35. And then India come out to bat with 39 overs left, or 35 overs left, worst case scenario. Man, Saudi really feeling it. Ashwin should stop bowling these short of lengths. Just loop it up like he did to Wagner. And Saudi is going to try and find the length for the slog, and he's not going to find it. He's going to top edge. Again, too full there by Tahir. Tahir is a little cold. He's warming up. And versus new people. Hey, Chandan Gada, namaskara. ಕನ್ನಡನೇ ಈಗಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಸುಮಾರು ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, 15 ವರ್ಷ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ನಾವು. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್? ನೀವ್ ಗೊತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕತೆ ರೀ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕತೆ ರೀ ನಿಮ್ದು. ಮಂಡೆ 15 ವರ್ಷ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಏಯ್ ಲೋಪರ್, ಇದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. Ashwin bowls that really full dugout to mid-on, and it's time as we see a Malayali paparazzi in the crowd who is making not only me but a lot of people uncomfortable with that yellow hoodie. Kannada, please tell my name. Nikhil Prasanna, ನಿಮ್ ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೀವ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೂ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದ್ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗೆ ಅದೇ ಇದು ಜೀವನದ ರುಚಿ ಹಂಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಿಮ್ ಪಾಟ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗಿರೋ, ನಾನ್ ಪಾಟ್ಗೆ ನಾನ್ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. Jaddu into the attack. Nikhil Pramaskar, namaskara tirga nimge. And that's pulled. That got a little bit heavy on. Oh my God, that's all power there by Saudi. And that's deposited into the deep cow corner stand. And I think it's hit someone on the head. Jesus, I don't think that was well timed. That was just brute force by Saudi. Dude, Saudi is messing things up. Dude, 30 from 45. What the fuck? What the fuck? ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಿಖಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ, ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮ್ ನೋಡಿ. ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಫುಲ್ ದಿವಸ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನ್ ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. Oh man, that was deposited. That was absolutely lifted and launched deep into the stand, dude. And that was not all that short. There was just little short of length, and he quickly seized on it by making himself room on the off. And that's bold. That's bold. Fired in even quicker. And that's bold. Damn, son. Damn. And that's out. And I think that'll be T. What a performance. 32 lead. The sun is out. And Jadeja cleans the tail up. Cleans the threatening bolt up. Bowled it really quick. Just skid it off the track. Bolt attempting to play the same shot as he did the last ball by giving himself room deep into the crease and pulling it. Didn't have the length, was rushed, almost like a Shane Warne flipper, that ball. And that'll be it. New Zealand have folded out for 249. What a poised test match at this stage. What a incredible advertisement for test match cricket. India really putting the front foot forward and showing intent to make a match of this game. New Zealand first initially a little reticent, a little hesitant, playing the waiting game, and then realizing themselves that, okay, if you guys can show intent to move to put this match on fifth gear, so do we. And then came in Grandholm and then Kyle Jamieson with proper statements of intent, and there was materialized with a solid punchy contribution by Saudi down the order. A captain's knock by Williamson, initially too slow, but then rallied his tailenders around and got them to play with a free spirit, and credit to him for that. And now fairly even Stevens here. Even Stevens. I don't know why that phrase ever came about. Even and Steven. Are Stevens generally even? No idea about that. What I do have an idea is that the sun is out. India can quickly wipe this 32 deficit in the first half an hour before the clouds come out towards the end of the day, and it's going to be exciting. So if India managed to somehow make 150, and then there is 2 sessions to bowl at New Zealand, actually not 150, they'll need about 210. And they should go for the runs immediately, because they'll just naturally get all out. They'll naturally get themselves all out if they just try and stick around. So they should just play with a lot of intent, as the New Zealand tailed it, because this wicket always has something going on for it. It always has something. If you keep biding your time, your one ball has its number on it. And for the halftime entertainment, relax, Bob. That was it. There's a collapse in this pitch for sure. Only dry fruits. All right, let's watch a little bit of Ravi Shastri and we'll call it a day. And I may come for the last session if Jana really wants it, then barbodu in one sali. Adu depend agate nim mele. But nodana. Let's just play some Ravi Shastri Audi. I hope Jabba the Hutt is still with us. We can play this. One second, I'm going to quickly share my other screen. Hold on. Where's my other screen, bruh? I don't know if you guys have watched this, but yeah. Oh, we have watched this before on the stream, actually. We could do... Oh, there was a story where he talks about his... in Ravi Shastri's interview with Karan Thapar, there's a story about how he was caught with a few beers in an under-19 tour, and his answer to that is brilliant. Let's hope.
To be a role man, does it mean you would obstinate as well, or just an individual? An individual. Very much an individual. You certainly stuck out in a big way.
Very much an individual. Thanks, Rav. Couldn't suss that out so far.
Cricket, because from a very early age, you began concentrating seriously on the game. I believe it was your coach at Don Bosco's school, a certain Mr. B.D. Desai, who really took you under his wing.
Yes, unfortunately, he's no more, but he did a wonderful job.
Thanks, Anna. Chandan Gowda. I don't know if you're being serious, but if that is the case, then really appreciate it. It's ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರವಿನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಸರಿನಾ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Again, being played at school. There was no cricket in Boston for about 10 or 15 years, I think. And then they started a team when I was in the 7th or 8th standard. I enrolled myself in.
Wait one second.
For a chance to captain the school, and we went to New Zealand. But let's have a drink. So why not?
Yeah, this is the part, guys.
Became a big star in his own country. England, when we went, they had a lot of players too. And Zimbabwe was enjoyable too, because that was an under-25 team much later, but against a full Zimbabwe side, because they were they were trying to get test match status at that time. So that was a great experience too.
Now, in fact, you got into a small scrape as well at that time. You were caught once with beer bottles in your room. What happened?
Yes, we had a pretty strict steward, and we trained hard. And when it came to some time off, we like to be left alone. And I happened to be the captain of that side, and there were a couple of boys on the side who said, let's have a drink. I said, why not? So we were having a couple of beers in the room where the steward came up and picked up the bottle, and he said, you're drinking lager beer. I'm going to take this to the secretary of the board. I said, hang on. I said, there's still half a bottle of beer left. Let me finish it. Now you can take this bottle and go. And he went to one Mr. Nagaraj, who was the then honorary secretary of the Karnataka State Cricket Association, and complained to him.
Namaru.
Straight away, I was summoned down and asked the question, did he do it? I said, yes, I did it. And Mr. Nagaraj said, you're the captain of the side. How can you do this? I said, before you say anything, sir, I have a glass of beer with my father. And he's the man I admire and respect the most. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong.
And did he accept it? So honesty in a sense paid off.
There was no other way I was going. The only other way was for him to take a
Boss.
different decision and probably sack me from that camp.
It actually happened.
All right, boys. All right. Thank you very much for gracing the stream with your presence. See you soon. ನೋಡೋಣ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಬೇಗನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ